It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
With Kenny the Jet Smith and the big Aristotle, Dr. Shaquille O'Neal. This is Ernie Johnson welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers as they play against the Grizzlies out in Memphis. And for Memphis, they haven't competed at the level they'd like over the last week or so. Just one win in 5 games. And obviously this season, quite a change for the Lakers with Kobe Bryant having retired after 20 seasons. Shaq, you played with Kobe for so long. Any memories of his time with the Lakers you'd like to share with our audience?
Well, first of all, I'd like to thank Kobe for turning me into Shaq Stradamus. What I mean by that is early in Kobe and my career, playoff game versus Utah. Kobe was the only guy who had guts to take the shot. As you can recall, I think you guys called the game. He shot 3 air balls in a row. He was down. And I saw he was down, and he was still the youngster on the team. I put my arm around his shoulder and said, you know what? One day you're going to be the deadliest game finisher in the universe. And it came to fruition. You know, God saved my butt many times. So, Kobe, thank you for 3 in a row. Thank you for helping me get that statue. Love you, buddy.
Wow. Love is in
That
the
was
air.
right from the heart, wasn't it, Kenny?
Well, I need a napkin. I'm about to get this tear.
I was going to take a tissue.
This is incredible.
Napkin's a little rough.
No, man, not for these. It's multiple tears coming down. But I just remember when he had 81 points, like against the Raptors. I've watched that game on multiple times on television, on playback, just to see. And you know what the crazy part about it? He had a terrible first half. He just had an average first half. I wouldn't say terrible, average. And then he exploded in the second half. So I always thought, what if he had 2 halves like the second? He might have had 100.
And you know what? I see your point. I don't want a tissue. I don't even want a napkin. I'd like a paper towel right now. Or then maybe move up to a piece of sandpaper.
Well, Ernie, you're too elegant. No, you're too elegant. How about a handkerchief?
A handkerchief. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
I can't spell it, but I know how to say it.
I know how to use it. Hey, Kevin.
Excuse me. Sorry, guys.
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. So for the Lakers, their last game, a loss to the Raptors in Toronto.
You know what? A lot of three-pointers, but for me, more so, it was the shot selection on those three-pointers. I just felt like they were just too trigger-happy from downtown.
They weren't patient enough to try to find the most wide-open shot on every three-pointer. That's why they missed so many.
And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Kevin, we know the Grizzlies are not a glamour franchise. Their culture is defined by the phrase grit and grind. Mike Conley said, we're mentally tough. We started at the bottom. We've built this thing. So we take a certain pride in this team and knowing how hard it was to get to where we're at. We're never satisfied. Kevin?
Thanks, David. They are a hard-nosed group. And as you hit the midway point of the season, Steve, do you think teams know where they stand at this point, or is there still room for teams to shake things up and make a move?
You know, sometimes, Kevin, I feel bad for the teams when you're just out of it at the midway point. Then there's some teams, you know, they're looking to make a big trade that can boost them and catapult them 2 or 3 seeds higher. So it's depending on where your team is. I just don't want to be on that team where by February you're out of the playoffs.
That's a death march, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh. And now the Lakers starting group. Ingram and Randall, the young forward tandem. D'Angelo Russell out there with Nick Young. And it's Mozgov in at the 5, down low. 5 to shoot. Here's Baldwin. He's guarded by Russell. Gasol wide open. He fires. Tries again. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
That's something you hate. You're trying to come in with an aggressive mindset, and that early foul could take you right out of it.
Here are the Lakers with the ball. Here's Russell.
Yo, watch it.
Picked by Mozgov. Russell passes to Young. It's stolen by Allen. He dishes it to Gasol. Excellent D there from Mozgov. Memphis on defense, and this matchup with the Lakers, it's their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, and they took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
Now, here is Young. 11 points for him in that last game against the Raptors in Toronto. Puts it up from 12. Baldwin can't get it to go. Inside. Shots good from Young.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
It's something they better correct quickly because he'll start running wild if they don't defend him any tougher than that.
And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ballgame. Allen kicks to Green. Lock at 6. Parsons dishes to Gasol. Missed inside.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Now here's Ingram, covered by Parsons, off the screen, and slam dunk by Ingram.
And the speed of Ingram makes him a nightmare for defenses in pick and rolls, constantly keeping them guessing.
The Grizzlies have gone 0 of 5 here to start the game. Rough start for them. Green with a screen on Randall. Gasol a screen. That's in, coming off the assist from Parsons.
You've got to give a ton of credit to the screener. That play easily opened up the easy layup for his teammate.
The Lakers in the lead. Russell with it. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. Ingram passes to Russell. Comes up empty down low.
Tried to lay it in against some tough defense. Probably not the best decision right there.
Pass to Gasol. And he makes good on the layup. Gasol's got his second bucket.
Even with good defense, Gasol is a wrecking ball. He shows no remorse for the rim on these jams.
Russell kicks to Mozgov. Floats it up for Young. The shot misses.
You know, the alley-oop is a great play when it works, but boy, when it doesn't.
It is ugly.
And that one is good. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And here's Russell. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Picked by Mozgov. Pulls it from the elbow. Again, Young missing. Memphis leading. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
To the middle. Right at the free throw line. Off the left rim and out.
It has not been an easy quarter for him offensively, but I like that he's staying aggressive.
Randall. Great tee that time from Green.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Young with the steal. To the inside. Here's Mozgov. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Injuries are to every team, but the Grizzlies were hit bad last season. They cycled through 28 players. That was an NBA record.
That's good from Gasol on the assist by Green. And that's now 6 points for Marc Gasol. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. And Young kicks to Russell. Over in the corner, Randall. It's stolen by Green. Here's Baldwin. He's coming off a 10-point game against Orlando.
And some of the passes he threaded through the defense were just incredible. He made it look so easy.
Here's Gasol. Green kicks to Gasol. Nails the 16-footer. Gasol's got 8 points.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And so unfortunate, the Grizzlies last year, a walking mash unit. They still found a way, though, Steve, to make it to the playoffs, despite all the injuries.
They found a way to pull it together. They have a great blend of vets that help the young guys. They never quit, not even up to the final buzzer. That's Grizzlies basketball.
Allen drives in. Soft touch off the glass.
Tony Allen can be effective taking it to the cup, using that herky-jerky motion of his to get as close to the rim as possible.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And Smitty, over a decade now, you've been working as an analyst almost as long as your playing career. What's your favorite part now of the job?
You know, it's still basketball, Kevin. Just different. I'm not playing right now, but being in the atmosphere, also getting a chance to meet people like you, Kevin, getting a chance to have relationships and getting a chance to be around the game of basketball.
It is my treat to work with you. I admired you so much as a player in East Lansing, in the NBA, and now you've made the transition to broadcasting. Not an easy thing to do, but you've done it just seamlessly, it seems.
You're so right, Kevin. Trying to turn that page from being a player to being on the other side of being media.
Yeah, tough, but you've nailed it. Here's Ingram after the basket by Tony Allen. Ingram kicks to Russell. Out left to the wing. No one near Randall as he lets it go. And it's off from three-point range. Memphis with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. In the corner, Parsons with it. From deep. Rebounded by the Lakers. Over to the left wing. Randall dishes to Mozgov. Russell passes to Randall. He kicks to Young. 5 on the clock. Here's Ingram. Good on the three-point shot. Ingram's got 5 now.
Not much else the D can do besides get a hand up. I mean, Ingram is just one of those guys who makes contested shots consistent.
Now here's Parsons. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Zach Randolph is checked in for Gasol. Carter comes in for Parsons. Daniels, he's checked in for Tony Allen. And it's Harrison in for Baldwin.
You know, when you have injuries, they create opportunities, and Jermichael Green took advantage of this. Here's a guy that's played in the D-League and in France, but he's had pretty much, I would say, in 2016, a breakout season for him.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Carter outside. Tries from 10. Randolph can't hit. The Lakers trail. And dang, here we go. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for Memphis.
And you see not a lot of corner threes. The defense doing a good job of closing out and denying those shorter distance triples. That's what the smart teams have to do.
One drops. He ties it up.
And the thing about Laker fans, I mean, they've always been used to their team being the favorite to win most nights. Lately, though, it's more about the excitement that their young players bring to the game and hopefully the bright future ahead.
And Memphis making a change here. Lights checked in. And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1. And thinking about the element of excitement that the Lakers bring, it's about watching their tremendous athletes who also happen to have a lot of skill, too.
Yeah, it's a different kind of showtime for the Lakers. I mean, it's the joy of watching the young guys grow up and the pain of seeing them make mistakes. One thing we can say about Tinseltown, though, it's never boring.
No. Now here's Ennis. He's coming off a 16-point game against Toronto.
And no one on defense could stay in front of him. He continually got pummeled and kept getting back to the stripe.
Here is Nance. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And when Coach Fizdale came to Memphis, he did so because he thought this team was very close to getting to the next level. Makes sense, as that is why the Grizzlies, Smitty, have looked to a different coach in the first place.
Yeah, I think so. I don't think he left Miami to rebuild. I mean, he had South Beach and everything. You just don't want to leave that. I think for him, as he looked at it, is we have some veteran presence on the Grizzlies. I think the Grizzlies can win now. It's not time for a full rebuild.
And the Grizzlies, with quality play, Steve, over the years in their front court and at the point guard position, they've struggled to find the long-term starters, however, on the wing.
Especially on the offensive end. It's been a rotating cast. Tayshaun Prince, Jeff Green, Courtney Lee, Vince Carter, Matt Barnes, Lance Stevenson, and the list goes on and on. They need guys that can score from the wing position.
Here's Harrison, down low. To the inside, it's deflected. And that'll be Memphis as it goes out of bounds. Grizzlies retain possession.
You can tell that pass just hung in the air for a long time.
That was a risky pass. Poor decision, really. Fortunately, they didn't lose the possession.
Here's Wright, and the dunk by Wright.
That is what Wright is out there to do. An athletic player who always on the lookout to throw it down.
Now Clarkson, who provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. And it's Memphis on the break. Here's Wright. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Brandon Wright, a Tennessee native, throughout his career, he's had some knee injuries, but he's one of those guys that at times can wow you with his athleticism. Very good of offensive rebounding and has a good knack of being able to find the basketball.
And that one misses. And Brandon Wright, an outstanding finisher around the basket. Terrific in the screen rolls.
Long arms and a soft touch. One of those guys, as you see him, he grabs everything, he catches everything, and he finishes well over the top.
No good on the second free throw.
The Tar Heel alumni, Brandon Wright, you know, he's an efficient scorer inside. He has a great reputation as a dependable role player.
Well, we see a lot of teams try to limit their players' minutes now, but Steve, which players are so well-conditioned, it seems they never get tired. They're just constantly going in perpetual motion.
I'm sorry, Kevin. LeBron James,
Yeah.
I mean, he plays so many minutes. Russell Westbrook, Kevin Durant, Stephen Curry. You know, he does come out sometime, but it doesn't look like he's tired. So many different guys. Jimmy Butler plays so many minutes. Back in the day, even though he's still playing now, Luol Deng played high minutes for the Chicago Bulls.
Paul Millsap plays a lot of minutes in Atlanta. Yeah, there are a lot around the league, there's no doubt. And when having discussions about the Lakers over the years, one word that has rarely been mentioned is rebuild. The franchise is used to championships, not rebuilding.
And another word that they lack is superstar. You're not accustomed to seeing the Lakers without a true superstar on that roster. And they've also always been a top destination for the A-list free agents.
Here's Harrison. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
And a moment here to look at the numbers for Deng. He's averaging 8 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And those numbers, solid, not spectacular. And sometimes what you see is what you get.
The Lakers have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Ennis kicks to Clarkson. Now here's Ennis. Shoots from 12. Here's Black. And good work on the boards. They pick up a second chance points. Black's got his first 2 points of the night.
What a warrior. He is showing once again why he is one of the best in the game at coming up with the second chance buckets.
Ennis with the ball. To the paint. Here's Nance. And Nance slams it in.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
When your defense translates into offense, it's a beautiful thing.
So it's the Grizzlies now after the basket by Los Angeles. Rocket 6. The pass to Harrison. Wright dishes to Randolph. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out.
And Randolph's skill in knocking down the mid-range jump shot is important to this team. Helps to have a big man with a jumper.
There's the pick. Ennis passes to Day. Throws it up high, and the jam by Larry Nance.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that ball. And Wright throws it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Here's Black. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Nance, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 3, and out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Well, free throw shooting, such an important part of the NBA game. And as the two-guard position goes, these have been the best in the league over the last 10 games. Number 1, Jordan Clarkson.
You know, he's just the guy you do not want to send to the line. I mean, defenders always have to think twice about initiating contact with him because of that percentage.
Now Ennis. Larry Nance missing from long range. Then kicks to Black. It's rebounded by Randolph.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
Kicks it to Wright. Shot from 12. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Now just a 1-point Laker lead. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. They set the pick. Here's Ennis. And it's Daniels with the rebound.
Blown opportunity right there. Point blank lay in. Come on now.
There's 14 seconds left in the first. Here's Harrison. Pass to Randolph. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Lakers ahead, up by 1. Live from a FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. Either team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And what stands out to you from the Lakers in this one?
And really, it's always a positive when you can get some impact off your bench.
Whenever a reserve or two can come in and provide some quality play, it really energizes the rest of the team.
Memphis trailing here. Down low, the tough pair of Zebo and Gasol. Tony Allen is out there with Baldwin, and it's Parsons in at the 3 slot. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Russell with the bucket.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And for Memphis, they're shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Here's Baldwin. Passes it to Gasol. And Zach Randolph, the bucket on the assist by Gasol. Randolph's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Close to the hoop, Zach Randolph wreaks havoc. The defense has to do a better job to prevent him from getting that close.
Now, here is Russell. And the shot goes in.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Green's checked in. And then for the Lakers, Ingram comes in for Luol Deng. And Nick Young is subbed in for Clarkson. Free throw good, Russell. Steve, growing up in Michigan, playing for the Spartans of Michigan State, I know you admired, I know you idolized the terrific Magic Johnson. Standing 6'7", 6'8", you even drew some comparisons. Who in today's NBA do you think reminds you most of Magic now?
You know, I would say there's so many guys, but I would say Sean Livingston a little bit, Draymond Green, Kyle Anderson, we call him slow-mo. But I would probably say right now, Draymond Green, kind of the same size, play the same way, and also he went to Michigan State as well.
Yeah, there's another Spartan for you. Tom Izzo does a pretty good job, doesn't he?
He's all right.
Now here's Parsons. After D'Angelo Russell's miss, nobody near Parsons. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Parsons got his first points in this one.
Not a lot of players in this league can show that kind of awareness in the pick and roll. Parsons just played it so well.
Picked by Mozgov. From 12 feet out, that one drops for him. Ingram's got 7 points. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Green, the screen. Baldwin, the pass to Parsons. No good with the triple.
Well, no one's scoring off that screen. That was terrible.
Outside, Russell. Dishes it to Mozgov. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top, but instead he'll shoot free throws.
And for a guy who was never drafted, Mozgov has carved out a nice role for himself in our league.
And after knee surgery in the summer of 2015, Mozgov's numbers fell off just a bit last season.
And you could tell that the Cavs weren't happy with his play. His per-minute numbers were actually not that far out of line with his career norms, but for a team gunning for a title, any slippage was cause for concern.
He hits both from the stripe.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Baldwin, the pass to Green. To the inside. Here's Parsons. A 3. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Parsons with an easy release to drill home the 3.
Russell kicks to Ingram. Picked by Mozgov. Randall dishes to Russell from the baseline. And again, no good by the Lakers. The Grizzlies trail by 3, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young. And a chance here to take a look at the shooting chart.
And it's really been a tremendous night. He's been efficient. He's been a major driving force in this offense. And it's no small task to try to slow him down. Once he gets rolling, like we've seen in this game so far, watch out.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's Baldwin. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Here's Gasol. Shot clock at 6. Up and in on the layup. Now just a 1-point Laker lead.
Marc Gasol is a workhorse down deep, just rising up and throwing it down.
And Young kicks to Russell. Back to Young. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Young's got his second bucket of the night.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Baldwin, the pass to Gasol. The dish now to Allen. Second chance shot. Excellent D there from Mozgov.
And at a time they really need him to shoot well. The exact opposite is what's happening.
Randall no good.
Okay, that lay-in. He's tricky, but the defense was just too tight on him.
Kept alive. Second shot opportunity. Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut to just 1 in the basket from Gasol.
It's not easy to box out Gasol. He's very good at using his length to track down second chance opportunities.
Young dishes to Mozgov. Back to Young. That's tipped. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Mike Conley, the point guard, keeps a very stoic disposition on the court. He said so much of the game is mental, and that's one thing that I've always wanted to be good at. Never let your opponent see that you're in duress. So if I make a big game-time bucket or if I miss a shot, you'll see the same mannerisms. I move on to the next play. A real poker face, Kevin.
I like that attitude, D.A. Thank you. Allen. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Well, for Memphis, their last game a loss to Orlando.
Guys, it was like there was a lid on the basket in that game. No matter how many plays you make at the defensive end, hard to overcome such a lack of production offensively.
Not something we see too often. Just one of those days for them, I guess.
And it's good for two.
Marc Gasol scores from so many spots on the floor, utilizing his length and wide frame incredibly well on offense.
Now, here is Russell. 9 points last game out. Feeds to Young. Over in the corner, Randall. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Count that one. 9 points for D'Angelo Russell.
Incredible. He was shooting the ball with good rhythm in the first quarter. Now he's just unconscious.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
Grizzlies have had their offensive problems. One, because they like to play slow. They like to throw it in the paint, and they like to grind you out inside the paint. But the one thing is, on the defensive end, they've been excellent.
And you look at the Grizzlies offensively, they play one of the slowest paces in the league. We all know that. But really, Steve, it's the lack of perimeter shooting more than maybe anything else that's hindered their offense.
In the 6 seasons of the grit and grind era, they've never ranked higher than 27th in three-pointers made. Never higher than 20th in three-point percentages. That's what they've got to change.
Brandon Wright's checked in for the Grizzlies. Tries to keep it alive. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Who are the league's best setup artists? Let's check it out. 5th is D'Angelo Russell.
His passing has been so terrific. You can see his unselfishness really rubbing off on the rest of the team.
Here's Green. He's coming off a 10-point game against Orlando. Here's Baldwin. Wright sets a screen. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And that's now 7 points for Chandler Parsons. Outside, Russell. To the paint, here's Mozgov. And Mozgov throws it down. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Here's Baldwin. He feeds it to Parsons. From 15 feet away, and it's off the back rim, no good.
Look, that's in his range, but he had a defender right up in his chest.
Randall kicks to Mozgov. Ingram passes to Russell. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. The Lakers have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field.
And D'Angelo Russell, he had a tough time adapting to the pro game at first. I mean, you could see the talent from the moment he stepped on the court, but you could also see the turnovers and the lack of sustained hustle. I mean, I think a lot of it had to do, it's the first time in his career where he wasn't always the best player on the floor. And when you deal with that kind of adversity, it takes some time for you to adjust and grow as a player.
First free throw is good.
And they're having a lot of trouble at the line today. And unfortunately, it's the kind of day we've seen this team have a lot.
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Zach Randolph's checked in for Jermichael Green. Carter comes in for Chandler Parsons. Troy Daniels, he's checked in for Tony Allen. And it's Harrison in for Baldwin. And he makes the first, but misses the second.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
Randall, he made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2. And thinking back to Russell's rookie season, maybe too much was expected of a guy coming in at just 19 years of age.
Yeah, and we live in this win-now, instant gratification era. And with the skill set and moxie this kid has, fans are going to expect the world. Just looking at what Russell did in the Rising Stars Challenge last year, though, he may ultimately fulfill all those lofty expectations.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You take a look at Los Angeles. They reside in the 7th slot right now in the early part of the season. And checking out Memphis, down 4 spots from them.
And I think for the Lakers, it's been a nice run they're on to start the season, especially when you compare it to the way it ended just a year ago.
No good on the free throw. Clarkson, he's checked in for D'Angelo Russell. And he's good on the second. Here's Ennis. The feed to Black. Nan's a screen. Here's Black. He's covered by Randolph. 6 on the shot clock. Black dishes to Ennis. Releases. And that misses badly. Air ball.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Here's Randolph, and the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
He has gotten into a great rhythm here in this quarter, playing with just bundles of confidence.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Yeah, he's at 81% from the line, and when we've had a chance to see him, he's had great form and continues to look confident.
Free throw drops for Zach Randolph.
Well, Zach Randolph has a throwback type of game. Always in the post, not a lot of athleticism, but he gets it done.
And what a solid producer Jordan Clarkson was over those first 2 seasons. Quickly adapted to the NBA style. He was named NBA All-First Team in terms of rookies. And last year, he became a much more confident shooter. Despite having to fight for those minutes as they went on that serenading of Kobe Bryant, he really, I felt like, separated himself and also established that he's going to be here for the long haul.
The first free throw is good. And talking about Clarkson's early success, some people were surprised, Greg, that he lasted until the second round of the 2014 draft. Maybe that put a bit of a chip on his shoulder.
I'm shocked he didn't go in the first round. I mean, he certainly plays with a strength and a fearlessness, especially when attacking the rim. I think he does want to prove that he should be considered one of the best young guards in our league. He's certainly one of the best young mid-range shooters at the very least.
The shot by Carter, nobody around. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Total collapse on defense there. You can't let a good shooter like him get a clear look at the basket from outside.
Black kicks to Clarkson. Ennis in the corner. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
The defense looks done right now. No hustle or real desire to get stops.
And that one drops for him. Wright's got the lead up to 6 now for Memphis.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
On the wing, Dang. It's good. The assist that time from Ennis. Ennis has got 3 assists tonight.
He got the ball where he wanted and attacked the smaller defender. Completely overpowered him.
And Randolph throws it down.
And Randolph may be in the later stages of his career, but he can still every now and then rise up and dunk it.
And here's Clarkson to the paint. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
And you can see it. He knew he made a mistake the second the ball left his hands.
Memphis with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run here. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. And now it's an 8-point Memphis lead. There's 1:54 left here in the second, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The Lakers have gone 9 of 13 from the line. The first one falls. And he makes both free throws. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. 6-point lead. Wright sets a screen. Off the screen. And the shot is good. 13 points for Zach Randolph.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Now Ennis. Down low. Out to Nance. Now here's Dang. 6 on the shot clock. Takes it from 10. Misses off the left iron.
And they continue to control the glass.
Carter left side. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Lakers trail by 11. Clarkson with the screen for Ennis. He dishes it to Clarkson. And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2. He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good for Clarkson. Here's Harrison. He's been feeding the ball very nicely. 9 assists now tonight.
He's been the ultimate distributor here tonight. It's showing up on the stat sheet, but more importantly, it's going to show up in the win column.
And it's Carter missing. Lakers trail by 9. Ennis passes to Clarkson. Over to the left wing. Here's Nance. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
So far in the game, he's gone 2 for 4 from the free throw line. He misses the free throw. And the second free throw, good. And so it's Memphis with it. They've led by as many as 11 points. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. There's the pick. Left side, Randolph. Got a hand on it, and they're able to recover. Wright, the pass to Harrison. Back to Wright. Well, it was only a matter of time that they finally get the bucket. Wright's got 12 in the game. Here's Clarkson. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And that concludes the first half. Grizzlies lead by 10. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the halftime show on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. For the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. They never dug too deep a hole for themselves in the first period. The most they trailed by was 5. With an excellent team performance in the second quarter, they were able to push ahead, scoring easily and defending with a lot more intensity, pushing out to a 10-point lead here at the half. What'd you think, Shaq, about the first half we saw from the Grizzlies?
The area where they impressed me the most has been on the boards. When the shot's gone up, everybody goes for it. Just a matter of maintaining that energy, playing with that same kind of aggression in the final 2 quarters.
And over to Kenny, your takeaway on the Lakers.
Their lack of execution surprised me. You know, they had a lot of turnovers off sloppy ball handling, which goes back to the fundamentals. And I know we say it all the time, just make the simple play. And this is why. Without giving away possessions, they'd be a lot closer in this game.
It is just about time now for the third quarter to begin. After the final buzzer sounds, the three of us will still be sitting here talking to you.
Actually, it's 4 people.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway. It's been a clinic out there by Marc Gasol.
I tell you what, though, it's going to be important to see if they can slow him down in the second half, because so far they have not had anybody that can disrupt his rhythm down low.
Well, they need to find something to contain these offensive outbursts from him. I would imagine changes are on the way for them.
Starting off the second half, here's Luke Walton's 5. Ingram and Randall, the young forward tandem. D'Angelo Russell out there with Young. And it's Mozgov in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Randolph can't hit. Lakers trail by 10. Here's Ingram. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
And how about the deceptive strength of Ingram, just willing his shots in over the defense. And Brandon Ingram, a 5-star recruit out of Kinston High School. He helped them win 4 straight North Carolina championships, the first time that had happened in the state's history.
And Ingram mentored and coached by former NBA great Jerry Stackhouse.
And I wonder if Stack was a little disappointed that Ingram didn't end up becoming a Tar Heel, instead choosing the arch rival and going to Duke. A one and done there. It certainly has worked out pretty well for the young fella.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, the Grizzlies are starting to show their age a little bit. Last season was an example of that, but they still have that throwback style of play that's hard to gauge. Marc Gasol said, the game is evolving, and we as players and as a team have to evolve. Have to change things and adjust. You need tweaks and counters from game to game and year to year. Kevin?
All right, DA, they know they needed more shooting. Here's Parsons after D'Angelo Russell's bucket. From 12 feet out, the Grizzlies with another miss.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Pass to Randall. To the middle, here's Mozgov. And Mozgov throws it down.
Outstanding job looking for his teammate and connecting with him with a flawless pass.
Here's Baldwin. Allen, right side. He kicks to Randolph. A jump hook. Randolph can't get that one to fall.
Because he's such an explosive force down low, the defense threw everything they had at him, and it worked.
Randolph against Mozgov, and slam dunk by Ingram.
And all of a sudden, the shots now falling in bunches. The complexion of this game has completely changed.
Yeah, reason why they have found their shooting stroke. Their offense is clicking.
Here's Allen, following the bucket by the Lakers. A clear look for Parsons. Parsons can't get that one to fall.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Randall no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Baldwin. The Grizzlies with another miss. Here are the Lakers with the ball. 9 points in a row. Good run for him right now. And after his rookie year, it ended with an injury right out of the opening gate. It was great to finally see Julius Randle on the court last season.
Yeah, and when he's focused, guys, he can be a game changer. I mean, loves to attack off the dribble from the elbows, terrific spin move in traffic. And what may be most impressive about his game at this point is his relentlessness as a rebounder.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. Second free throw, no good.
He is definitely disappointed. He couldn't put his team up in front, but at least he knotted this one up.
Memphis has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Allen passes to Baldwin. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Nice D from Russell. Here's Randall. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 4 assists in the game.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Okay, time now for an injury report. Let's get an update on Gasol. What's the status, David?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, I got some news from Memphis's head athletic trainer. It's not what anyone wanted to hear, as it sounds like it's a severe injury. Of course, the schedule is getting extremely demanding at this time of the season, and that injury is only going to make things worse. Kevin?
David, thanks for the great update. We appreciate it, and we really hope for the best as always.
And he's a tough guy. My guess is he'll be back before we know it, and better than ever.
And I'm sure his teammates want to see him come back very, very soon.
And so here's Memphis, following the miss by Julius Randle. And Randle throws it down.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for it.
That could be a game changer. That jam just sent shockwaves through the arena.
And we take a look here at the shot chart.
Right now, after looking at that chart, you pretty much can just jog down the court. He gets it in the paint. That just time and time again, he's worked his way in close and made a shot over a defender or found another way to convert. Just great stuff coming from him thus far.
And here's the Lakers. A 14-2 run over the last bit. Ingram with it. He's got 12. Jacks up a 3. Here's Mozgov. And Mozgov throws it down. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 11 rebounds. Inside. Not as good in the Los Angeles leads. Cut down to 2 on the bucket from Randolph.
And really, Zach Randolph is a guy who scores at will from wherever he wants. Just so good on the offensive end.
The pass to Mozgov. Lakers whipping the ball around now. Ingram dishes to Randall. The 10-footer. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Well, now let's check out the rookies shooting the highest percentage over the last 10 games. A very confident group of young men right now. Brandon Ingram, 4th. That free throw missing. Marc Gasol's checked in for Zach Randolph. He hits the second from the line.
And just a better job of getting to the line here. in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first.
Baldwin the pass to Gasol. And another basket for Memphis.
When Gasol feels the D playing off of him, he has no problem going right up with the shot. Great confidence from the big man.
And Young kicks to Russell. Back to Young. It's Mozgov, top of the key. Here's Randall. Here's Young. And he drops it in from the low post. Young's got 6 points. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Here's Baldwin. Green, the screen. Here's Allen. Good work there as it goes. He's got 6.
I like seeing the activity from Tony Allen down low. No one scares this guy, even when he's taking it amongst the trees.
Picked by Mozgov. Always going up for the alley-oop here. He doesn't hit that one.
You know, just a little too fancy on that play.
Yeah, the highlight reel was in his mind. Just lay it up.
Back to Parsons. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It goes on Brandon Ingram. Not one of the biggest free agency moves of the past offseason, but had high impact with Chandler Parsons coming over to the Grizzlies. And, you know, Gia, you look at his skill set, and he fits right in with what Memphis is trying to do.
Yeah, I think overall Memphis had a great offseason. You know, in acquiring Parsons and in retaining Conley. Memphis hadn't had a lot of luck luring big free agents in the past, and Parsons is perhaps one of their biggest gets as a franchise. And for Parsons, he gets a good deal for himself and continues to play for a team that has always been competitive.
Daniels, he's checked in for Tony Allen. A big group substitution here for the Lakers. Larry Nance is checked in for Julius Randle. Dang comes in for Ingram. Clarkson, he's checked in for Nick Young. And it's Ennis in for Russell.
Chandler Parsons gives you a little bit of everything. He can dribble it, he can shoot it, he can pass it. A very versatile player.
Now here's Dang. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Here's Baldwin. It's tipped, but they'll get another chance. Tries a 3, and it's Dang with the rebound.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
And if you're the defense, you probably should sag off him right now because he's not knocking down anything.
Now, here's Clarkson. He has 5. There's Ennis. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Lakers lead by 2. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Here's Parsons. He's got 9. That one misses. And here's Clarkson. Picked by Mozgov. Clarkson kicks to Mozgov. Dang gets a wide open look. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Green's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. Some changes for Memphis. Brandon Wright's checked in for Green. Carter comes in for Chandler Parsons. And it's Harrison in for Baldwin. And the Lakers also making a switch. Tarek Black, he's checked in for Mozgov. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Here's Harrison. And Wright kicks to Daniels. With the fadeaway. The shot's good from Gasol. Gasol's got it all tied up now for the Grizzlies.
Marc Gasol does an outstanding job of keeping the ball up so high, even when the defense is on him. He knows there's no way they will block his shot.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's got 5. Clarkson with the screen for Dang. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Dang's got 6.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Here's Harrison. It's stolen by Ennis. And the shot goes down.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
I love to see them push it like that because the reason why, he's a deadly finisher in the transition game.
Here's Harrison. Wright sets a screen. Gasol dishes to Wright. Memphis moving that ball around. Kicks it to Daniels. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Knocked loose from 18 feet away and misses it off the right side of the rim. Lakers leading by 4. Now Ennis. Pass to Clarkson. Dishes to Black. Ennis passes to Deck. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
If you aren't going to at least step in front of him, you can't be surprised when he throws it down like that.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Now here's Dang. 8 points for him. Ennis kicks to Black. Nance a screen. Black dishes to Nance. Shoots. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And Kevin, that's a little taste of what can happen when the big guy takes it up strong.
Well, I guess he does have it in him then to get up off the ground when he needs to and rock it to the rim.
You know, when he's in his comfort zone and he's got space, those are the results.
Los Angeles leading by 6. Clarkson passes to Deck, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
That pass was a work of art right there.
Memphis has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Down low, here's Gasol. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Gasol's got 6 here in this quarter.
He's been very decisive, very accurate shooting the basketball. Extremely productive quarter so far.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's covered by Daniels. A shot by Clarkson, no good.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
On that play, you gotta trust your teammates. Instead of forcing that one, just pass it.
.109 left in the third. And it's Carter missing.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Ennis kicks to Clarkson. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game. Free throw good. Clarkson. He makes 1 of 2 that time. The Grizzlies trail by 7. Here's Carter, plenty of space. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Carter's got 9. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Clarkson dishes to Black. Out to Nance. The 3. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got 8 rebounds in this game. A floater, and it's Carter missing. Los Angeles leading by 5. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now here's Ennis. He's covered closely. He used that pick just right. Ennis has got his 2nd basket of the game.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this hot, a great chance to extend this lead.
Wright sets a screen. Here's Gasol. Can't capitalize on the good pick.
Really bad mental lapse by the defense, yet he did not make them pay, surprisingly.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Lakers ahead. They're up by 7. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the 4th quarter of action when we return. Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. Lakers leading by 7. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. So on the floor for Memphis. Down low, the tough pair of Zebo and Gasol. Tony Allen is out there with Baldwin, and it's Parsons in at the 3 spot.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
Picked by Randolph. Passes it to Parsons. They set the pick. The dish to Gasol. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He claims that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Gasol's got 22 points.
Having a 7-footer like Gasol who can hit the mid-range jump shot is huge. Really opens up the floor for his guys.
Osgood, a screen on Parsons. Ingram kicks to Randall. Right side, Russell from the baseline. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Now here's Parsons. Pass to Baldwin. Gasol's in the post. Excellent D there from Osgood. Russell kicks to Young. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Young's got the lead up to 9 now for Los Angeles.
And this team is ahead largely because of his accuracy from the floor tonight.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Baldwin. He's guarded by Russell. Parsons passes to Gasol. Count that one. Gasol's got 10 points here in the second half.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Russell dishes to Young. Down low. Lakers passing it around. Randall kicks to Ingram. 6 to shoot. Goes up the baseline. Some solid defense from Randall.
Well, his team is winning. I think he wants to help seal the deal, but maybe shooting the basketball right now may not be the best way to get it done.
Now here's Allen. And it's Randolph penetrating. It's deflected, and they'll keep possession.
And Gasol is just a big boy in the paint. There's not much you can do outside of fouling him when he has the ball in a good spot.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Blue shots.
And he makes the first. And right around the 2016 All-Star break, Marc Gasol's season was cut short. Broke a bone in his right foot, had surgery, and Stevie was gone for the rest of the season.
That's a huge blow for the Grizzlies because that's losing their best player. And a guy that's 7'1", he's done everything right. Lost a lot of weight, but sometimes those 7-footers, they put a lot of strain on those lower extremities.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Allen against Young. Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut back down again to 5. The basket that time coming from Allen.
Vital basket there. This is just the time and really just the situation when he looks to take over.
Now, here is Russell.
Oh, can we get a load of that one? Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Young against Allen. Picked by Randolph. Parsons up top. Clock at 6. The pass to Baldwin. Puts up a 3. And that one is off. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. Young with the ball. And Allen picks him up defensively. Out to the wing. Here's Baldwin. Feeds it to Randolph. He dishes it to Parsons. Plenty of space. A rebound by the Lakers. And Young, here we go. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, the defender all over.
That's good from Young. Green, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. And so Young nails them both. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Inside. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Marc Gasol offensively so gifted. Comfortable on the low block, at the elbow, shooting a jump shot, and also passing the basketball.
Two shots.
That free throw good from Gasol. And Steve, you mentioned Gasol's passing. 2 seasons ago, he was second among centers in assists.
I mean, he is one of the best in the business because he can see the play develop early. He can shoot the basketball, but he loves making those zip passes through the lane.
He's off on the second.
What I like about Marc Gasol, you get everything. Scoring, passing, block shots, rebounding. He's the total package.
No good on the free throw. And he sinks the second. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Baldwin the pass to Green. Gasol a screen. Here's Parsons. And again, Memphis no good.
Still trying to shoot his way out of this funk. But if it doesn't come within the flow of the offense, the whole team suffers.
Ingram kicks to Randall. Looking to get back on track here. And Young, here we go. And Gasol sends it back.
Love how Gasol patrols the court, always on the lookout to reject a shot.
Allen outside. Pass to Baldwin. Just 5 to shoot. From the arc. Sinks the three-pointer. Lakers leading by 6. Russell with it. Picked by Mozgov. Russell dishes to Mozgov.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
And hammering down the two-hand slam. The Grizzlies have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Gasol takes a big high bounce and goes in. Gasol's got 15 points here in the second half.
How about these big shots for him in the fourth? He has been locked and loaded offensively.
Russell passes to Ingram. And stolen by Parsons. Passes it to Baldwin. Mozgov grabs the board. Mozgov's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Russell kicks to Ingram. Picked by Mozgov. Off the screen and slam dunk by Ingram.
And the speed of Ingram is not easy to keep pace with, just blowing past whoever dares to try and stop it.
Parsons for three. Randall grabs the board.
He just can't get it cranked up from beyond the arc. No threes in this half after just hitting one in the first.
Outside, Russell to the left side wing. Screen by Young. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots from 14. Wow, way off on that.
You know, on a pretty good night for these guys overall, his shooting has been the biggest weakness.
Outside, Green. He feeds it to Gasol. To the paint. Here's Allen. The shot missing. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. Ingram kicks to Randall. It's stolen by Green. Pass break Memphis. Parsons got the ball. Shoots from 12. Basket counts.
This is when I like Parsons the most, when he's not settling and attacking the basket.
Lakers leading by 6. Young outside. The feed now to Mozgov. And it's Russell at the elbow. Deflects the pass. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. The Lakers making a switch here. Clarkson's checked in. Ingram dishes to Clarkson. 6 to shoot. Cuts off the pass. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. They get a hand on it and stolen by Russell. And it's the Lakers on the break. Russell's running. Ingram with it. Now guarded by Parsons. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Allen outside. Here's Gasol. The Lakers with the rebound. Randall's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Out to the wing. Here's Russell. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. On the wing, Green. Stolen by Clarkson. To the inside. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here. And here's Randall. Now Russell, just 4 to shoot.
And the D of Jermichael Green is outstanding. Gotta love his effort at that end.
It's Allen on the wing. He's covered by Clarkson. Outside Gasol. Inside. Leaps for it. Hands where the ball is out of bounds. Clarkson touched it last. And so it's Memphis with it. 8-point game.
Honestly, I don't know how they cut into that lead with him missing so many shots.
And the second chance points haven't come as easily to them as they did in that first half. Those are valuable points they're missing out on.
He had all the room he needed to get the shot off, just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Allen kicks to Parsons. And again, Memphis no good.
Surprising. He usually puts the dagger in your heart. That wide open from 3.
Now here's Ingram. He kicks it to Clarkson. It's Mozgov, high post. Dishes it to Russell. 5 to shoot. Here's Clarkson. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the 3-point bucket. And he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
And that one will not go for him, but he does have 2 more to shoot. The second one drops, and that will put them up by 9. And he nails the third. 1:53 left in the fourth quarter. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Gasol, another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Now, here is Russell. D right on him. Kicks to Clarkson. Hit by Mozgov. Here's Russell. And again, no good by the Lakers. The Grizzlies trail by 10. Allen passes to Baldwin. And it comes off the front of the rim.
And he's clearly just disappeared here this quarter, not making any contributions here with his offense.
You know, offense is about rhythm. He has lacked rhythm in this entire quarter.
Again, Russell missing.
He had it rolling and then lost it for some reason. Let's see if he can get it back while it still matters.
Stolen by Clarkson. Up the floor. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Well, guys, they came in here and really took charge from the opening tip. This is such a tough thing to do for a visiting team. This contest was played on their terms.
No intimidation factor at all. They felt like they were playing at home, and they showed it.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. The Lakers also changing it up. Nance comes in for Ingram, and it's Tyler Ennis in for D'Angelo Russell. Blacks checked in for the Lakers. There's 39 seconds left to play in the final quarter. The dish to Randolph, and there's a whistle. That's going to go on Timothy Mozgov. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Harrison. Wright sets a screen. Carter misses, and the dry spell continues.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Those types of shots are low quality. You're not going to win too many friends on that one.
The shot's good from Nance.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
I mean, the game is in hand, but they're still running their offense, and they're just plain and simple, still making shots.
Outside, Carter drops in the tray. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now we send you to the award-winning Ernie Johnson, who's standing by in our studio.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, thank you. Superb. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Timothy Mozgov. There's a good reason he had a double-double. He outworked his opponent and outthought his opponent pretty much the entire night.
That big presence in the low post tonight was Timothy Mozgov, taking charge of this game. He was not going to be denied, just a constant effort and motion all game long. Mozgov, great job, for a man your size, I didn't think you could move like that.
Listen, he played some hard-charging basketball tonight, fellas. He didn't need an invitation to the party. He was going to bum rush the door. Some guys just hang out on the outside of the party, but not him. He said, no, I'm not just going to hang on the perimeter. I'm getting to the hole, baby.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. For Kenny Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, for Kevin Harlan, and for the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. I hope you have a wonderful, even beyond wonderful, a spectacular, just great. I mean, see you.
Good night.